Yo, man, I ain't know this bad boy's even on. What the heck? That thing not supposed to be on already. I'm glad I ain't talk to myself like I normally talk to myself. What's going on? Raj coming at y'all. You see the title. This is about the studio. But I will say I'm wearing Oud Pine tonight. Oud Pine by Montal. And where did I get Oud Pine from? The greatest of all time. Christian. No doubt about it. So right now I'm going to eat some peanut butter sandwich. I guess you call it a sandwich. Not really, but go ahead and hand me a cup of peanut butter, you know what I mean? Man, I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. I don't have a private distillery yet. How am I going to be the GOAT? I don't have a private distillery. Nah, bro. No. You are the greatest ever. How about that? You know what I mean? You the TGE. You know what I mean? You the TGE, bro. So I got me some 100% peanut crunchy Richards. See what I'm saying? Sheikh Hamza Yusuf Asa blend. A blend. That's a blend. If I'm not mistaken, it's non-GMO. Peanuts, whatever. Let me make sure. That's it. I'm telling you, man, gotta stop looking at these doggone phones, man. You mess around, lose your eyesight. What does it say right there? Gluten-free, non-GMO. Just had to make sure. I mean, obviously, if it was non-GMO, I wouldn't have bought it if it was GMO. Got all these crunchy, yeah. So you gotta go in with a couple slices. Just a couple slices. I don't want to put too much. Peanuts are good for you though, so you know what I mean? You don't want to overdo the peanuts. You know what I mean? So I just got in the door from my second day straight up at New Brunswick, New Jersey buying pedals. It was like when I met this homeboy named Steve. I was down friggin' Brookhaven 3 times a week buying pedals, man. Long day. Got off work. Got a chance to play with my new pedals. All of a sudden, I decided I want to go to Guitar Center and sell some pedals I ain't need anymore. They gave me enough to go buy some more pedals. Yeah. So I want to shout out my man, Dan in New Brunswick. Thank you, bro. Thank you very much. And I don't know what's up with my boy, man. I don't know what's up with my homie, man. I keep it real. I was joking with him one day. Steve, the guy I bought the other pedal from that I told y'all about. I was joking with him one day and he got upset. I don't know why he get upset. It was just joking around with the brother. So shout out to you, bro. If you're looking at the video, man, I'm not sure why you got upset over something that I thought was kind of funny. Maybe you didn't think it was funny. You should have said, man, I didn't think that was funny. You said it. So. But thank you for the pedals because I saw one of them to help me get a Strymon. So thank you. Bro, I gotta redo my pedal board because I got bigger pedals. These are pretty big pedals. This is one pedal. And it's called a Strymon TimeLine. Look it up. Strymon TimeLine. Just look it up. Look up anything that says Strymon. And then come back and tell me what you found. You'll say, man, you could have bought 10 bottles of juices. I know. But, hey, man. Sometimes you got to buy pedals instead of juices. Holla at your boy. And that's what I did. Bars. I meant to holler at the financier until I was at the crib. But she probably looking anyway. I'm home. All right? We're going to play these pedals. So, hold on, boy. Give me a great deal on the power supply. Never had a power supply before. My first power supply. And they got different voltages. which is cool. 8 isolated. Nope. Never had one of these in my life. Power's most Strymon and what you call them. That's why I got it, because I didn't want to underpower these pedals. These pedals are very powerful pedals. So when he had that, I'm like, yeah, I got to get that then, because I don't want my pedals starving for juice. You know what I mean? It's like putting I'll make up some kind of analogy. Water in your gas tank. It's not going to get enough push. That's the wrong analogy. It's like putting kerosene in your gas tank. Might move it, but you're going to get power. Or it's like buying a Yugo. No matter how many 20-inch rims you put on a Yugo, and lights and fake BMW lights and all that stuff, it's still a Yugo. That's not quite the analogy, but it works. All right. One more. And that's it. It's 10 o'clock. And I got to take the car in the morning to get the oil change. So I got to get up early like I would on the weekends. Really? But I figured, hey, I didn't know I'd be staying up all night doing pedal boards. But I can't cancel again. I canceled 3 times. So stop playing around. I did a lot of traveling over the last couple of days. So yeah, to get my oil changed. I had asked the young lady, she was like, oh no, I know people came in here with 15,000 miles. They hadn't changed the oil. I'm like, ain't gonna be me because my car is leased. They must have owned their BMWs. They must have been old. I ain't doing no 15,000 miles bringing my car into no BMW dealership on a lease. You're like, yeah, you bought that car, buddy. Mm-mm. All right, some nice jelly. Non-GMO Polanda. Polanda, all fruit. Bars. And this is it. This is dinner. This is dinner for the night. The second night in a week that I had peanut butter and jelly for dinner. Sometimes, man, I'm just really leery about what I want to eat from now on. I found out farm-raised salmon. I should have known that from the door. Farm-raised salmon is poison. Unbelievable. But there's a lot of places I've been eating salmon for the last 2-3 months. Longer than that. You know what I mean? When I do eat salmon, not every day, but when I do. And I was trying to ask the dude, he was an Asian cat. Like, yo, is this farm-raised salmon or is this wild caught? I don't talk English. You want $1? Yeah, I take $1. Oh, so you know $1, but you don't know farm-raised salmon. Bueno. What's going on, TF? How you good, man? I'm just saying, man. They know what's up with that farm-raised salmon. But see, the place I go to get salmon sometimes is a market. And you know they're not going to have all farm-raised salmon. They have wild-caught, all that stuff. But I don't think they get the Asian people who make the Asian buffet food. They may get them any old kind of fish. I called there like 3 times. Like, do anybody know what kind of salmon is in the buffet here? You got to talk to the Asian person. But he don't speak English. So why do I got to talk to somebody who don't speak English? I don't know Chinese. I don't know Japanese. So anyway. We got to 12 o'clock. We get to on Netflix. I'm going to leave this camera on. Y'all going to watch me. The 1, 2, 3 of you watch me put my new pedal board together. after I eat dinner. Really cool pedal. I'll probably point this thing down. Let me bring it over here so I can control it. So I can point down when I start to get busy with the pedal board. That's the pedal board I'm going to use now. I got to take those off and put the new ones on because the new ones are so big, they need so much space. This pedal board in here is not big enough. So, I bought this pedal board a while ago. This is actually the case for this pedal board. Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to go and get down on the pedal board. Have a great night. Everybody take care. And for the people who's in the music, who's in the Strymon pedals and pedal board fascination and craziness, stand by and watch me put my pedal board together. I'm a rookie to this. This guy's been putting pedal boards together for years. My man, Fred Cooper, got like 25 pedal boards full of pedals. He been doing it before I even thought about doing pedal boards. Right on, my brother. Sleep well, you and the family. Power to the people. Enjoy your rest, my friend. Absolutely. Okay? So we've done that. You shouldn't be eating with your mouth full, but I can't help it. I gotta talk when I think. If I don't talk what I think, I'm gonna forget what I was gonna say. All right. So, again, you put my pedal board together. I'm gonna show you all my pedals, all that stuff. I showed it to y'all once, but now we got something. We'll have something totally different, but we're gonna look at 14 minutes from Earth. What's going on, ASR? I think about taking that Saturday off on the 9th, man. Rolling in the Sunday, because Saturday got more stores open on Saturday. March 9th, but we can keep it for the 10th if you want. But I was going to put a day in for the 9th because AJ was talking about getting a hotel room. He's like, everybody going in a hotel room. We get a hotel room, somewhere close to the Yamin and lift around all day. Going to get juicy. So if you're down with that, Saturday, everything going to be open. Oswald doesn't open on Saturdays. Oswald doesn't open on Sundays, as far as I know. They used to open on Saturdays, but they don't open on Saturdays anymore. Or Sundays. All right, cool. All right, well, let's shoot for the 9th. Let me give it to AJ. Let's see if AJ want to go for the 9th as well. And then, like I said, hotel's going to be crazy on that weekend, but this is wintertime. We should be able to get a good hotel rate if you want to stay up there. It's up to you. I don't know. It's up to y'all, man. We can head back, too. I head back home, too. Make a difference to me. I done been close to New York for 2 days in a row. I've been in New Brunswick for 2 days in a row buying pedals. So, I'm New York ready. I ain't gonna have no money, but I'm New York ready. All right, time for these pedals. Now, by the way, I wore Upine today. Actually, I didn't wear anything to work. I just went in the mood today to wear fragrance. So, but now, I put an Upine when I went to get these pedals. Because I had to go to Guitar Center and make some deals. And once they gave me the money I wanted, then I went to New Brunswick and got the pedals. My man Dan. I can't find my other extension cord. I don't know where that joint is. I'm gonna take our power supplies out. Yesterday we bought the Strymon Big Sky, and the Strymon Mobius. And we also have a Strymon Brigadier. And tonight we bought the Strymon TimeLine. So again, I know you guys don't know much about Strymon. Well, you guys, only one person here. May not know much about Strymon pedals, but if you look up Strymon pedals, you'll see they are not cheap at all. You can buy 3 bottles of juice with a Strymon pedal. These are the Strymon pedals. 1, 2, 3, and now I got another one. They're all that size, so this board is too small. So I gotta put them on the other board. The other board is bigger. Not by much though. I mean, looking at it, it's not much, but it's like taller. I can get more pedals height-wise. So put that there. All right. Now, this is the other pedal board right here, like I showed y'all already. And this I'm gonna take all the pedals, well, as many as I can, and put it on this pedal board. We're gonna put them on this pedal board here. So we're gonna take them off that pedal board and put them on this pedal board. All right. Okay. So we gotta start taking off all the power plugs because we're using another power conditioner. I gotta get the I gotta undo all this tape. I gotta get some scissors because I'm gonna be cutting a whole bunch of tape. All right. It's actually not tape. It's actually sticky. Sticky, I mean. Yeah, got power supplies and stuff on here. I need a special power supply for some of these joints. I mean, some of them are cool. This is the talk pedal. The talk pedal for the guitar. I was close to giving that back, but I said, nah, I gotta keep that dog. This is my tuner pedal for tuning the guitar. And there's a buffer pedal too. Tuner and buffer pedal. I just learned about all this stuff, man. I don't know that. So yeah, I gotta go back here and get I'm going to go back here and get I gotta go and get scissors. Be right back. In the meantime, we'll start this joint. 14 minutes from Earth. This guy jumped out of a freaking spaceship. Nutbag. I'll tell you, boy, some people is crazy. Crazy. All right, and I gotta go get more sticky pad stuff. I'm probably gonna run out. Where's my sticky pad bag? Dang, dog. This is about a guy who jumped out of a freaking capsule. That's crazy. That's crazy, ain't it? Crazy.
Are we ready to do this? Okay, we're getting ready to start. Chamber control temperature is now minus 43. Heat exchangers 48 and 50.
I wonder how much this fool got paid to risk his life to die.
It's about to go. We have lost the video feed here. Feedback.
Ah.
This is the Earth.
That's the
And
Earth.
all this is space. Between them sits a dense layer of gases known as the atmosphere, held firmly in place by the Earth's gravity. Because of the atmosphere, we have a lush, life-supporting climate, and we don't get killed by the harmful radiation from the sun. Unfortunately,
Well, they're trying to get us killed from the radiation from the sun because they're trying to get rid of the ozone layer so we all die.
and this
Except them because they're going to be in caves
outweigh the negatives,
protected.
and there's a reason for that. Without the atmosphere, the Earth would look just like Mars, barren, desolate, lifeless. The atmosphere itself is made up of 5 distinct layers. However, it's the second layer, the stratosphere, which has captured the attention of scientists and explorers throughout the years. Starting at an altitude of 6 miles up and reaching a high point of 31 miles. If a road was built straight up, you could drive to the stratosphere in less than half an hour. Without traffic. Yet there are more people living in outer space right now than have explored the upper reaches of the stratosphere. Starting in 1931, men and women have attempted to reach the stratosphere using a variety of methods. A few were successful, most were not. Of the first 8 attempts to reach the stratosphere, 6 ended in unconsciousness, injury, or death.
Oh, he look dead.
Most recently, in 2012, Austrian daredevil Felix Baumgartner jumped from 128,000
That
feet
crazy dude.
and returned to Earth unharmed. But in order to set the record for the highest free fall, Felix needed to use a costly and complex pressurized capsule system to help get him there. Pressurized capsules may provide safe passage during the ascent, but during descent, the explorer is on his own. Exposed to dangerous changes in pressure, temperature, and other environmental factors. Felix himself almost lost consciousness from the uncontrollable spinning as he free fell at a speed of more than 800 miles an hour.
800 miles an hour. Crazy. Crazy in the
So
brain.
why the stratosphere? Why would anyone risk so much to explore this thin sliver of gas? For one, we know very little about it. Because of its inaccessibility, man has explored more of the bottom of the oceans and the farther reaches of space than the top layers of our atmosphere. Unlocking the mysteries of the stratosphere could reveal the secrets behind weather patterns, natural disasters, and climate change. Learning as much as we can about the stratosphere is crucial to our planet's survival and our own. So developing a safe way to explore it is essential.
Base Murph.
Such a system simply does not exist. But one man
Y
has a
pedal.
plan.
Y pedal.
Is he a NASA engineer, an explorer, a daredevil?
Expression pedal.
I'm definitely not a daredevil.
Meet Alan Eustace, a 57-year-old computer scientist, engineer, and the senior vice president of knowledge at Google. Do you like using Google to search up just about anything on the internet? You can thank Alan and his team for that. But designing search engines and creating map programs weren't the only things occupying his thoughts.
When I first met Alan, he told me that his hobby was skydiving. I knew that underneath that sort of mild manner was a man of steel.
For me, this is kind of the ultimate science project. A while back, I had a kind of a crazy idea on paper and pencil.
Alan's plan to reach the stratosphere is revolutionary in its simplicity, and it takes inspiration from something that already exists.
So scuba diving allows you to, basically suit up, go underneath the water, see things. But there's not really equivalent for high altitude. And I thought one was possible.
From there, Alan sketched out his plan for a scuba-like system for reaching the heavens. Instead of wearing a pressure suit inside a heavy, complex capsule, Alan would simply use a spacesuit and a gas-filled balloon to lift him to heights greater than 4 times Mount Everest. But this comes with its own set of challenges, from oxygen and atmospheric pressure to regulating his body temperature to survive the sub-zero temperature of the stratosphere. Alan will need a one-of-a-kind pressurized spacesuit that will allow him to access the upper reaches of the stratosphere, free fall over 100,000 feet, and deploy a custom-designed parachute to land back on Earth on
Bars.
22 feet.
I just think it's such a nice, simple approach to a really, really hard problem.
The plan seemed simple enough, but it had never been done before. But Alan isn't looking to just develop the system. He's chosen himself to be the pilot.
My first reaction was, really?
I thought he was joking, and then I thought he was crazy.
3 years ago, he came to me and said, I think I'd like to do a stratospheric jump. And I actually thought he was lying.
I would say he's out of his mind, but the truth is, it is Alan. He believes in the Google values.
Them cats are rich. All of them are rich.
Because that's what changes the world.
They are rich beyond belief.
So exploration.
That's why they're so happy.
Of everything we've ever accomplished as a human
Wish I was working
society.
at Google.
You look at people like Columbus sailing ships, or you look at the Apollo program.
We have a liftoff. Looking like on Apollo 11.
Never went to the moon. That's fake. All that's fake.
Requires you.
Never been to the moon ever. Can't get past the Van Allen belts. You can't do it. You will get radiated to death.
We have had the
Never
conversation.
been to the moon. Don't believe
Be
it.
involved in the
Tell your kids we ain't never been to the
Can
moon.
actually
Tell
be
everybody.
involved in the design. But
Liars.
You have to jump. And for him, it is feeling like he experienced everything that he worked on.
There's a long tradition of scientists funding experiments and then doing them on themselves. There's perhaps two reasons for that. One is they really, really believe in it. And the second is if they're going to do something dangerous, they want to take the risk themselves. And I admire that. In Alan's case, he sees it, he wants it, and he'll make it happen.
There's certain amounts of danger. This is real. This is serious. Mistakes matter, and we have to be very, very careful.
Alan would need to put together a dream team to ensure his safety. His search led him to Grant Anderson, Jane Pointer, and Tabor McCallum, co-founders of Paragon Space Development. Paragon is a premier provider of life support systems and thermal control products for extreme environments. And their clients include NASA, major aerospace companies, and the United States military. Grant came from the aerospace industry.
Doing very, very high-tech stuff with Lockheed, everything from what they used to call strategic defense or Star Wars to space station hardware.
As for Jane and Tabor, they met during the Biosphere 2 project.
What am I doing now?
1989, when they were chosen
Taking
to be
tape
among
off this
8 people
pedal board.
living for 2 years inside the Biosphere.
But they had tape all
There
over
they
it
developed a
because they had the
mutual
pedals
love
on
and
there.
appreciation for
Now I
space
gotta do it all over
exploration.
again because I gotta take
And from that,
those
Paragon
pedals and
was
put on
born.
this pedal board.
The team
So
pool of Biosphere 2 is very
taking
small.
off all these
and Biosphere 2 is this
sticky
incredibly
Velcro.
audacious project.
That's what we do
But
with
it
pedal
was
boards.
really
We are
seen as a
Velcro
small
nuts because you
team
need Velcro
that I
to
think
keep the
really
pedal
gave
on the
us
board.
the
You know what I'm saying?
to keep
Back to
the
this.
Stratix team really small.
It didn't take long for Alan to be sold on Paragon. But how did Paragon feel about working with a 57-year-old Google vice president?
It doesn't take very long, a minute or two, maybe 5 at the most, that you realize that he's a very thoughtful individual. He wasn't flighty or spontaneous in a bad way that would.
In fact, when you're 57, you ain't got nothing to lose, man.
Long-term commitment and also be
57.
concentrated on the safety aspect.
Shoot, if he get back with that, he's gonna be rich for the rest of his life some more.
You go like, is this really going to happen? And then talking with him a bit more, he was serious that we could really do this. And I and the team very quickly became very dedicated to solving that long list of problems.
I think this pedal board is just a little bit bigger. It is a little bit
The team
bigger.
was
Okay.
quickly assembled from all walks of the engineering spectrum, each sharing Alan's enthusiasm and boundless optimism. The newly assembled dream team embarks on transforming Alan's napkin sketch into a practical design.
Finding a simple engineering solution is the really hard part. It's actually much easier to make a very, very complex solution to a problem than to find a wickedly simple, robust solution to a problem.
And the first problem was how do we actually get a pressure suit? And that was a showstopper.
The suit that Alan needs just doesn't exist. Not only was it going to take a team of people to put together this suit, we had to find a company that was willing to make the suit from this.
But you can't just go down to the local spacesuit store and get fitted. Never before has a spacesuit been sold to a private citizen for use in space. And it's been almost 40 years since a new suit was even designed.
So I started visiting the companies that make suits. One after another was like, oh, this is going to work. And I
They made no suits because they ain't been going nowhere. They ain't been going out of space. They ain't been going nowhere. They been going to the studios
With a legendary
with some
reputation.
fake behind
They made
videos.
all the Apollo suits.
That's why they ain't had no
All the
suits.
Olympic suits.
But Alan's spacesuit will need to offer even more protection than the suits built for the moon landing, or the suits ILC Dover built for spacewalks on the International Space Station.
Showing 1 meter to go.
So what's interesting about the Stratex system development is how many different, essentially, environments the suit has to keep Alan safe in. So there's on the ground, we have to keep him from overheating. There's in flight, we have to take him through very, very cold air. Then we
one
take
more
him through a space
Strymon.
vacuum, essentially. We have to keep him from overheating. Of course, you have to keep him pressurized. Then he has to be aerodynamically re-entered back through the atmosphere, through all this cold air again. Then he has to fly. Then he has to land, and all of that has to be done safely.
Despite the challenges, ILC Dover eagerly signs on to the project. Together, the two teams begin the manufacturing process.
When the design process was done, ILC Dover built the suit itself, the soft goods. We built the life support pack, what we call the equipment module.
With Paragon
Oh,
and
nothing will
ILC
put these
Dover
up.
handling the fabrication of the spacesuit, and the legendary Tata Institute of Fundamental Research in India handling the balloon design, that leaves just one other component up in the air, literally. For the design and construction of the parachute system that will bring him down safely, Alan is turning to one of the foremost skydivers in the world, Daniel Blickies Lignot. Alan started skydiving when he was 18 and has completed 570 jumps. So this might seem like the least challenging stage of the mission. However, there's a catch. As anyone who saw Felix Baumgartner's stratospheric jump can recall, Felix endured several agonizing seconds of uncontrollable spinning during his descent that nearly cost him his life. So, in addition to preparing Alan's main chute, Blickies and the team at United Parachute Technologies will also design a smaller supplemental parachute known as a drogue. The drogue chute opens immediately upon release and should stabilize Alan's descent, avoiding the near fatal spinning experienced by his predecessor. After nearly a year of development, the system is ready for testing.
There's so many unknowns to the testing phase. Everything, the suit, mission control, the balloon, had to be tested. Part of the challenge was figuring out whether we could even do this in a safe, efficient, and quick way.
This will be the first spacesuit in history designed to do a stable supersonic descent through the atmosphere. To test Alan's ability to control the direction of the suit under those extreme conditions, he is suspended in a wind tunnel and subjected to 170-mile-per-hour gusts of wind. Both Alan and the suit pass the test with flying colors.
Alan definitely has a personality that he liked this because it was so difficult. And the more difficult it got, the cooler he thought it was.
The team begins to see their goal of a manned launch on the near horizon.
We're checking off the last boxes, and I think we're not too far away.
But before taking to the skies, the suit needs to pass a critical final ground test.
We can test how the suit performs when it gets really cold by putting Alan in a chamber and dumping liquid nitrogen into the chamber.
This thermal test will ensure the suit can protect Alan from the extreme cold of near space.
That camera looks like it's about to go. We have lost video feed here.
Evac.
Holy.
We're clear.
Okay, thumbs up, thumbs up. Okay.
freezing temperatures of the sub-zero thermal chamber caused a problem with the communication system. But Alan seems okay.
All right, let's go ahead with depress. Purge valve open.
Man, it was exhausting. Okay, are we good? No, actually, let's go to dangerous, right? Work feels really, really nice out here.
The team meets to decide if the thermal test met their goals.
All the 420 milliamp current sensors, they went bad. Started reading high.
You found the problem? Excellent.
Yeah, I'm looking at the data. They all happened at the same time.
While the communication systems need work, the thermal chamber data and Alan's biometrics show that the suit handled the freezing temperatures perfectly and is well equipped to manage the temperature of the stratosphere.
That deserves a round of applause, right?
For Alan's safety, the Stratix program is designed with safety gates. The team cannot move on to the next test until the current test has achieved its primary objectives. Now, after proving the suit can protect Alan in temperatures far colder than he will actually encounter in the stratosphere, the team packs up for a trip to the Arizona desert. There, Alan will take a plane up to 15,000 feet and attempt to be the first person in history to skydive wearing a spacesuit. But this isn't about records. It's an essential test to ensure Alan can open his parachute and maintain control of the 205-pound suit as he plummets back to Earth.
All these months of hard work really lead to passing this one final test. There's so many questions running through my mind right now. Are all the design calculations right? Is he going to be able to control himself during free fall? Is he going to be able to control the canopy with this bulky suit on? There's a lot riding on this.
You could plan, but you only really, it's the same thing as being a physician. Physicians probably know 20% of what they're supposed to know, and then they have to improvise the remainder of the 80%. Here, in this situation, we know maybe 2%. We haven't done it enough times to know what's the realm of possibilities.
Right, we'll go to execute today's operation plan.
So far, every step in the testing phase has gone according to plan. But within minutes, the team realizes their calculations are off. The door to the plane is too short for Alan to exit from while standing in the spacesuit.
What the heck?
The original plan before we came here was to just do a standing exit. But when we actually looked at kind of the measurements, on the actual exit, it's going to come down to about right here. And so that presented a problem. How do we deal with that?
Now, they must scramble to find another way for him to safely exit the plane.
You want to do the knee exit, right? That's what you think is the best exit? I've never done just like knees lean forward on an exit before.
Because of the inherent dangers involved, the last-second changes have some crew members nervous.
Always done it this way, and now right at the last minute, we're gonna do it completely different. No, to me, it just throws up red flags. I want to see it here on the hangar deck before we do it.
While the jump team practices the new exit strategy with Alan, Jared notices a problem with the spacesuit.
Wow, it's done 3 different things the 3 times we turned it on. Now it's frozen. The displays are definitely frozen.
The 4 LED displays on Alan's suit, telling an altitude, suit pressure, and left and right tank pressure, are frozen. And the source of the problem is a bit of a mystery.
There are 4 displays. They tell me a bunch of different information about what the situation of the suit environmental system are. So without those LEDs, I don't know how much tank pressure I have.
When a major cornerstone of your system isn't working, you just can't launch.
It's going to be a lot of work, and we don't have a lot of time.
Which one supplies power to the board?
While Jared and the engineering team try to fix the displays, Alan and the other divers review safety signals for the freefall descent. Alan will be skydiving with the bulky suit for the first time, so nonverbal communication with his jump team is critical to his survival.
During the jump, we know White Wolf is 2 hands. Yeah. Problem is 1 hand.
If I do like this kind of thing, then you know that I need help in some way, and you guys just do everything for me.
Meanwhile, for Jared and the other engineers, their list of problems is growing longer, not shorter.
While I was working on the LED displays in the suit, I was tipped off to a potentially even bigger problem. The suit wasn't able to get a GPS fix, and if Alan were to stray off course, we wouldn't be able to pinpoint his location, and with a limited amount of oxygen in the suit, he could suffocate.
Desperate to find a signal, they moved the suit outside to try to fix the GPS and display issues at the same time.
We're about to fire it up.
We haven't done any sort of functional checks since the thermal test. I mean, there's all sorts of things that could have gone wrong in the thermal test. I mean, things could have contracted, chips could have pulled off boards. So you're not getting a link to the... I mean, here's your antenna.
Hi, John. Still working. Still working on the board.
GPS to track
Trying to get this ready, get this lined up.
Landing zone.
You know what I mean? Trying to get it lined up.
Everyone is confident he will. Nobody more so than Alan.
So our plan right now is to come in on this side, come around like that, skirt the buildings, but not get next to them, and try to either go straight here or maybe do a slight turn to that direction.
Back outside, the engineering team runs a series of tests on the suit and determines the display problem is being caused by a bad connection. They review their options, including completely replacing the displays.
How long does it take to replace them once they get them there? 3 hours. 3 hours. Big shot.
The time needed to entirely replace the displays would scrap today's jump.
I'm tempted to try it again, that whatever was messed up seems to have cooled down.
At this point, we don't have any other option.
Well, I think it's worth turning it off, leave it off for 5 minutes, and then power it on.
They decide to power down the suit, hoping a manual reset will resolve the problems.
If we have the comm link, we jump. If we don't have the comm link, we don't.
Set up for praying if that would help.
We'll give it a few minutes, but maybe. It felt like the longest 5 minutes of my life.
Ready? Big moment.
Antennas in, jumpers in.
So we got good pressures. Notice they went up quite a bit.
Yeah.
It all appears to be working.
The team has managed to overcome these last-second issues, but are they an omen of even bigger problems to come? With the displays and GPS up and running, the engineering team scrambles to reassemble the suit.
Copy counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Before suiting up, Alan needs to verify that the communication system is in good working order.
It's a little loud now, but I think that's going to be perfect in the suit.
Okay, I'm ready. Is everybody clear? Everybody ready to go? Ready? Ready. Ready for helmet on.
Once the helmet is on, Alan may as well be on another planet. He is in a sealed environment and can only breathe the oxygen provided by his life support system. Alan's suit weighs over 200 pounds. Factoring in his body weight, he clocks in at 405 pounds, which means he needs help from several men to walk to the plane. But the real challenge will come when Alan is thrown out of the back of the plane at 15,000 feet.
There's really 2 stages to what we're trying to test today. The first is Alan's ability to exit the plane, control himself in free fall, and the second is his ability to control himself under canopy and land the parachute. If we can be successful with those 2 things, we've had a good day.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, go!
The team sets off, knowing that even the slightest miscalculation could jeopardize not only the project, but the very life of their pilot.
Is there risk? Well, there's definitely risk in anything we do. And there's certainly risk in this, because there's probably more unknowns than, say, driving to downtown Palo Alto for an ice cream cone. Some things are worth doing and some things are worth trying. You know, trying to make progress always involves risk.
A team of safety divers, led by Blickies, will aid Alan with his exit from the plane, then free fall with him in case anything goes wrong.
Free falling. Free falling! I'm still working on my board.
While on the ground, the recovery team waits anxiously.
We're making 15,000 now. Yeah, they're at 15,000 feet, so they're probably getting ready to jump. We're trying to get as many sets of eyes in the sky to see if we can acquire them.
There they are. There they are. Right there. Just bordering the cloud back there.
Those are not clouds. Those are freaking clouds.
1 minute.
Because Alan's suit is too tall for the plane.
Boarding the geoengineering. That's what he's boarding. The geoengineering.
Jumpers away, jumpers away.
Almost immediately, the safety divers notice something isn't right. Alan is spinning, and he shouldn't be.
The first thing I noticed was turning. You can stick your arm out to stop a turn. You did, but it wasn't working. Spins are dangerous. You can lose consciousness, altitude awareness.
A safety diver reaches out and stabilizes Alan's descent. That's when they notice another, even more serious problem.
I saw him reach for his whipcord. He pulled it. It didn't release the parachute.
Alan has a redundant deployment handle for his main parachute in case of situations like this. But when he pulls the cord, the parachute doesn't respond. Unable to deploy his main parachute, Alan signals to his safety divers that he is in trouble, serious trouble. He's spinning to the ground at over 100 miles an hour, unable to deploy his parachute.
So I looked at my altitude. I knew that I had to get to that handle. I missed the first time.
Blickies tries again and again to reach either of Alan's parachute handles. Finally, he's able to reach the handle and deploy the chute. Now, safely
Dude was getting ready to die.
all that's left is for Alan to maneuver to the landing site.
Dude was getting ready to be dead.
I got 3 jumps.
I'm like, cuz, I'm good.
2, 3.
I'm not doing this.
All 4.
He's about to be dead as a doornail. And the question still is, why? Why is he wanting to do this? He trying to get some chicks? His girlfriend left him or something? Why is he doing this? Why is he risking his life for some old craziness? That's crazy, yo. That's crazy. You know what I mean?
Able to turn?
It isn't long before the ground crew
He gotta be
notices
getting paid.
something's very wrong. Instead of approaching the landing zone, Alan is drifting miles off course towards open desert, full of hazardous terrain and cactus, either unable to steer or unconscious.
Unbelievable. This freaking guy.
Do we need to be moving people? Can he make the zone from where he is?
To make matters worse, the recovery team is unable to pinpoint his exact location.
Oh, well, shoot.
After
He's
he left
done.
the plane, I noticed something laying on the ground of the aircraft. The entire data antenna had been sheared off by the door during his exit.
Dead
The
antenna
antenna's
sheared
neither
off.
The GPS or the communications are working.
He about to be dead as a doornail.
Unable to get a GPS signal or communicate with Alan, the team has no way of locating his exact coordinates. The recovery team blindly rushes into the Arizona desert.
Hello, this is John. Give me a status.
Dead. His status is dead. Because he's dumb. Because he's a dummy.
Alone in the desert. And
'Cause he's a big dummy.
That suit open, there is a serious risk of suffocation.
Because he's trying to get a girlfriend. Baby, I'm going to do this for you, baby.
Miles and
I'm
miles.
going to jump out this plane for you, baby.
It's literally like trying to find.
Will you be mine again, baby? Will you be mine? Will you be mine? Will you be mine? Won't you be my baby? If I jump out this plane.
All the worst case scenarios are just running through my mind, and we just really need to find him as soon as possible.
Worst case, he's a dummy. That's the worst case, he's a dummy. He's a big old Fred Sanford dummy.
No one knows if Alan is
You big dummy!
injured, or worse. Adding to the mounting list of problems is that Alan cannot remove his helmet. With a limited reserve of oxygen inside his sealed
He can't move his helmet because he's a big
there's
dummy.
a possibility he could suffocate if they don't find him fast enough.
Suffocate because he's a dummy.
Any aircraft working fluids. This is Stratix operations.
In a last-ditch effort, the flight coordinator radios to see if any nearby aircraft can lend a hand in locating.
That would be a no. They got other stuff they got to do.
We were really lucky. There was a military helicopter flying nearby.
Roger, good morning, sir. We have a parachuter who's off the airfield. We're only in ground vehicles trying to acquire the Can you assist? Very large orange canopy with a white stripe, and the jumper is dressed in bright white. Our helo has Alan in sight. If you can just give us between a 50 and 100-foot hover so all of our vehicles can close in on your pause.
The helicopter locates Alan miles from the planned landing site.
Miles. Do what if you're close. You're going to be close, though. You're going to be close to being dead.
Now it's just a matter of getting to him across this scrubby, unforgiving terrain. It's a heart-pounding race to reach Alan before his oxygen runs out.
There we are, to the right.
How you doing?
Whoa.
Yeah, I think the crew is in worse shape than I am right now.
The first team members to reach Alan find him in surprisingly good shape and even better spirits.
Here we go. Whoa! Good idea.
It's back. We're staying.
And look at all these cactuses I missed.
Thank you.
The control while you
You was almost dead,
more
fool.
difficult than we expected.
That ain't funny.
It wasn't like normal skydiving. Things that worked in normal skydiving didn't work in that environment.
I mean, thank goodness the helicopter was there. Yeah, that was really good. Because we'd have been searching.
So the exit of the plane, they weren't able to get me close enough to the edge, which is why I folded up and hit the tailgate. And that's when the antenna broke.
Did any of the spot stuff work at all?
We were trying to get GPS coordinates, but we never got a good set of coordinates before the helicopter.
But the GPS is only one of many
The
things.
parachute didn't open, fool.
You know, I started into a little bit of a spin in one direction, and then I reached for a handle, and I pulled the handle, and the distance which I pushed it wasn't enough to deploy the main parachute, so that was a problem. Then when I got under canopy, the first thing I was going to do was reach up to grab the steering goggles, and then I realized I couldn't reach them, which had not happened in the test that we had done. Look at how deep that dash is. That's amazing. That was my landing gear part of it. You know, that was my nose wheel. I think I've learned enough for one jump that I think there's a few things we still need to work on.
As is with most engineering problems, you can often learn as much from failure as you can from success.
Well, the jump didn't meet its test objectives. That was clear. But it met a huge number of objectives in terms of the program. It was the first time that the suit had ever been used without a suit technician within 3 feet away. It's the first time it had ever been up in altitude. The first time we tested the telemetry systems and the radio systems.
The team also learned that having a helicopter nearby could be a lifesaver during an emergency.
Well, the last thing he said to me when I finally kissed him off and sent him on his way, he was like, "By the way, what's that guy wearing?" I was like, yeah. Okay, so I think everybody kept a good head on their shoulders. It was a lot of good thinking. The things we accomplished today, well, we put the suit out, and we flew the suit, and we landed the suit, and we've got a pilot back.
No matter how you spin it, Alan's life was in serious jeopardy today. A fact that isn't lost on the team.
We're dealing with a human life in this endeavor, and we all need to draw our own lines of what's an acceptable risk and what are we trying to accomplish, and when is the risk of the thing that we're doing overpowering that potential accomplishment.
There's only 3 outcomes in this, right? He does the jump, he lives, he survives, and he's all is good. He does the jump and he dies. Or he does the jump and he comes back badly hurt. Okay? In option number 2 and option number 3, the family will actually have a life-changing event.
After nearly losing Alan to the desert and coming close to destroying a one-of-a-kind spacesuit, many questions linger. However, one previous question just may have been answered. One of the biggest uncertainties has always been Alan. All the enthusiasm, desire, and money in the world can't mask the fact that he is, after all, a 57-year-old desk jockey and family man. Not typically the resume of your average space explorer, but Alan may have just shown the team exactly what he's made of.
With everything that didn't go exactly as planned, he really stayed heads up. To stay calm with all that stuff going wrong and just kind of think through the problem. We got the right pilot for the job here.
After the defeat in the desert of Coolidge, the team scrubs any thought of an immediate launch and heads back to the drawing board.
We haven't really demonstrated that our particular suit, our particular pilot, can fly it as it needs to be done.
We have a great team. We got a lot of people out there and that are worried about my safety. There's a lot of lessons learned, and I'd say, 80% of them are kind of obvious, and then 20% of them are not obvious right now. There's a few things that are still a little bit unknown, but we have ideas on solving those particular things.
The fact that he had a wife and kids definitely had a bearing on how we approach things. Part of what you would hear in the hallways is our job is to make sure that Alan got to see his kids grow up and graduate, and him and his wife could grow old together.
The team sets a new launch window for the following year. They will spend the next 12 months refining the system, with Alan's safety paramount.
What's interesting to me about what happened in Coolidge is that everything went wrong. His antenna broke off, he couldn't open his own chute. Coolidge served the major role of going, oh my God, we're actually putting a human in a spacesuit and real can go wrong and we could kill someone.
The team redesigns the steering toggles and pressure knob to make them easier for Alan to reach. To stop Alan from spinning uncontrollably during freefall, they repositioned the attachment point of the drogue chute
Yeah,
from
do
the
that.
middle of his back
That might
to
work.
the upper part of his
That
back.
just
We
might
tested
work.
it by throwing steel dummies out the back of airplanes until we saw dummies that virtually didn't spin at all.
But perhaps the biggest innovation is a system called the Saber, which will unspool as Alan disconnects from the balloon. The Saber separates the drogue chute from Alan's body to eliminate the possibility of tangling and to stabilize Alan's descent nearly instantly. But it's not just the equipment that needs to get better, stronger, faster. Alan could as well.
So he's constantly working both in the concentric motion and the eccentric motion, so he's shortening and lengthening the muscles. It's a lot of core work. The work also kind of a lot of explosive, but at the same time isometric.
Meanwhile, each new design of the suit and balloon is fabricated and rigorously tested.
When have you done enough? When have you tested it enough? When are you sure enough that everything's going to work?
I think the biggest challenge that I'm worried about in the suit is, like most things in space, or all things in space, you can test different aspects of the overall flight, but you can't test the combined effects. So you have to think about that in your head and say, is that going to work?
You can't test dead
You
either.
got no way to test
You can't
it before
taste
Alan's actually
dead.
there doing it.
Because once he's dead, it's over.
Months and nearly 36 safety
Freaking
tests, the team returns to the desert for another attempt at a successful skydive.
I wouldn't even be able to sleep the night before.
Just about everything's different about this job. We're better trained. We've got repositioned and changed flight equipment. Mission control has been much more practiced, and Chase has better ideas what to do. So we've pretty much gone through and scrubbed every aspect.
He still can't reach his doggone parachute
Ready
hand.
to go again.
I mean, I felt like that. I felt confident that all those systems were going to work because I had tried them, I had tested. I was anxious, as you are with any new system, but I was more focused than I was anxious because everybody had done this amazing job of getting all this equipment and things ready for me. And they were expecting me to be able to execute the things that I had said I could do, and I didn't want to let them down.
57 years old. Why don't you let your son do it? I tell my son, get your behind up there and jump out that dog.
Flying the suit and also
Get your behind up there and jump out that doggone plane. I ain't doing. I'm 57 years old. Get your behind up there. I make my son do it. Get your behind up there and go jump out that plane.
Before Coolidge, it was like pulling teeth to get people to be really, really rigorous in their checklists. I mean, yeah, sure, everybody had checklists, but, little steps were missed here and there. After Coolidge, everyone did their checklist. Because, you realize, holy if I miss a step, that could have been the step.
But it wasn't just the mechanics of the jump that went wrong last time. After essentially losing Alan to the miles of open desert, it's paramount to develop a faster, more efficient system to track Alan's position during descent and landing. Tabor and the crew assemble a group of medics and pilots to make up the chase teams.
Dad, this puddle boy could be heavy as crap.
Too tall for a standing exit from the plane. To address this problem, the team attaches 2 rows of rollerblade wheels to the chest plate of the suit. This new design should allow the jump team to roll Alan up to the hatch and smoothly propel him into free fall without risking damage to the equipment.
We have like 12 pedals on this board.
Project rests on the success of this one test.
So if things majorly didn't go well and Alan can't control himself at all, or he can't deploy the parachute himself,
He's gonna be peeing on himself. That's what he's gonna be doing.
Process for more months, tearing apart the system yet again. Whether the powers that be can tolerate that delay again is, we don't know.
He's gonna be peeing all on himself. I know I would. I'd be pooping and peeing all on myself. I'm about to die. I'm about to die. I'm about to die. This is stupid. Be too late then. Too late, buddy. Should have got up there. It's die time. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Wife's gonna be all salty. Can't believe he did that. The kid's gonna be mad. My dad's a failure. My dad's a failure. He couldn't live past jumping out of a plane. He's such a failure. Your dad is crazy. Crazy's in the brains.
From the ground, it appears the modifications are working and that Alan's in control. Alan steers the bulky suit into the dead center of the landing zone. All that's left is for Alan to pull off the pirouette landing he's been practicing. Alan hits the ground hard. The chase team rushes to the landing zone to see if he's okay.
Touch that one already.
My local vessel computer actually didn't do it, man.
So the idea was that Alan was going to sort of land on one foot, turn around, and slide gently on his back.
No.
really happened was Alan tried to land on one foot and he flopped forward and did this really great boom flop forward landing, which sort of looked horrific on the screen we were watching what was going on. And of course, Alan immediately waves, and he was in this roll cage of material around him. And turns out he hardly damaged the suit, and he was perfectly happy. So it worked out great.
Alan, I believe you said we're all
Yeah, exactly. I'm certain that's true.
All right, suit's good. Alan, you all right?
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Okay, just had to make sure that.
I'm not into it
I
anymore.
said you in the pump.
Yeah, exactly.
Despite the rough landing, Alan successfully completed the skydive, and the team met all of their objectives, from controlling the spinning to opening the chute to steering the canopy to a successful chase and recovery. Everything went smoothly.
Except,
well, almost everything.
You got, it's always an except.
After 3 additional test jumps to ensure that the suit and parachute are safe for flight and landing, the team moves towards their next milestone. This will be the first test of the entire system and will incorporate a new element crucial to the mission: a custom-designed balloon.
It's very hard to get above something like 70 or 80,000 feet in an aircraft, so you can get to just the very bottom layer of the stratosphere. But a balloon can take you pretty deep into the stratosphere, 135, 140,000 feet. So a balloon is fantastic for getting you there, and you can stay there for quite a while under a balloon. But it's also the least energy way of getting up there.
While a balloon may be the safest, simplest, and fastest way to get an individual up to the farthest reaches of the stratosphere, a balloon system brings with it a host of new challenges. And like anything on this project, the slightest mistake or miscalculation,
And somebody got to be dead.
everything to go up in smoke.
Go up and dead.
If weather played a big factor before, it is now pretty much the linchpin to the entire mission. As the team sees for themselves at an unmanned test, the slightest change in wind speed can tear a balloon to shreds. So it's crucial the team only launch in ideal weather conditions. But getting the balloon to go up isn't the team's only concern.
The main worry that I have is not really launch, but in taking down the balloon.
As outside pressure on the balloon diminishes during the ascent to the stratosphere,
You know what? I'm not even gonna worry about this. I'm
inside
gonna take
will
this
continue
off.
to expand. By the
I'm not
time
gonna
the
use
balloon
this.
reaches its highest altitude, it will be bigger than a football stadium. After Alan detaches from the balloon equipment module, it will continue floating through Earth's atmosphere.
The danger is that after Alan's left the balloon, if you can't end the flight, now I've got this object the size of a football stadium flying through airspace. And of course, air traffic control really doesn't like the idea of a football stadium flying through their airspace. And so the point is that we have to get this thing back on the ground as fast as we can.
To this end, the team developed a destruct mechanism to bring it back down to Earth. With less than 24 hours to go, the team meets to discuss logistics. This is the first time the entire system will be used together, so all departments need to be in sync. If one component fails, it could spell disaster for the entire system.
It'll take an hour to get up, and then it'll take...
Most of the descent time will be under canopy, about 2 minutes of free fall, and then 10 minutes.
So nominally about 70-ish minutes, depending on what our ascent rate is under the balloon. All right, guys, let's have a good day tomorrow. Let's get some good rest in.
Think through your roles, do your job.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Obviously, he must have did it because they wouldn't be showing this if he didn't do it and live. But you would have heard about his crazy behind probably croaking.
Alan is being attached to the launch system for the first time. Now is the critical moment where the team sees if they can pass their first test, successfully launching Alan and the balloon into the sky. The launch goes off without a hitch. But
He's just crazy as he's crazy as a freaking bat in the wind.
That weighs on everyone's mind. By the time he reaches his goal of 57,000 feet, the wind could be whisking him along as fast as 100 miles per hour. Alan is closing in on the target height of 57,000 feet, 18,000 feet higher than the cruising altitude of most commercial airliners. And now, for the first time, he will release from the balloon. It all comes down to this. Mission Control begins the countdown to Alan's release.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. I will do it. Straight up.
Oh.
Oh, there's gone. Free fall supposed to take 2 minutes, 32,000 feet, 16,000 feet a minute.
They have no visual on it. They don't have a video feed on it.
Now that Alan is released, the team anxiously waits to hear that he has opened his parachute.
Guys, his parachute is open.
Parachute's open.
There it is.
About time. Parachute, fool.
Basically, now he just has to avoid power lines from the giant hole.
With Alan under canopy, it's the chase team's job to locate his position and safely extract him, or, if necessary, offer immediate medical assistance. At this point, it's just been accepted that the landings are going to be rough. Just like with the plane jump. Alan sticks a perfect bad landing.
Chase, do you have any verbal from the pilot?
Yeah, I heard voice from the pilot in the last 2 or 3 minutes.
Got a battery in it?
You good? Okay. Good. Let's go off.
Yeah! He's good. Green extraction.
Oh, yeah.
Green extraction means the pilot is okay. Buoyed by the success of the 57,000-foot launch, the team completes the rest of their low-altitude test flights. All that's left now is to make history. After 18 months, dozens of safety tests, hundreds of dry runs, tens of thousands of engineering hours, and a whole lot of coffee, the team gathers at midnight.
Who's paying for this? I know we better not be paying for this out of our doggone money.
Good morning.
Who's paying for this?
This is unbelievably exciting and incredibly nail-biting.
And
But I
who's
also
paying
have
for it?
incredible confidence in his team.
The government probably taking our money, paying freaking Google so he can do this crap.
I fell asleep at 10:37.
After successfully proving the system at lower altitude, the team has the green light to go for the final 130,000-foot launch. But greater heights require greater risks and bigger equipment. The balloon Alan used for the 57,000-foot test was about the size of a 10-story building. The one that will take him to space will equal a football stadium. If everything goes right, Alan will be going higher and falling farther than any man in history.
So far, I feel pretty relaxed. I got good sleep, 3 or 4 hours, which is exactly what I got done in the previous flight. So I feel good. When I finally
3 to 4 hours, man. Who sleeps for 3 to 4 hours?
That helmet gets off, that suit
Man,
gets
I need
off,
like 25 hours of sleep a night.
The chase team meets
I need
to discuss how weather would affect the mission.
I need 25 hours of sleep a night. 25!
138,000 or so.
Alan and the team feel like all their training has prepared them well for this historic flight. But certain elements, as always, are out of their control.
The thing we're most worried about right now is ground fog.
Resident meteorologist Don Day has detected a strong chance of ground fog forming just before the launch window. This could reduce visibility and dramatically delay the chase team's response time.
As far as today's launch, we definitely have concerns. When it comes to weather and every launch, there's always going to be a concern.
Glenn Patterson of Aero Western Helicopters has a plan for the fog.
So if we get out there and there's fog that rolls in on us, we're probably just going to park and wait.
In addition to the fog, the team must also worry about wind. Extreme wind could cause the balloon to tear during the launching process. If something goes wrong during the launch, but Alan is not high enough to deploy his parachute, the results could be catastrophic.
Yeah, he'd be like dead.
What we call
Like,
a
really,
black
really
zone
dead
at
and
the bottom
crazily
of the
dead.
flight, which is a point where Alan is high enough that a fall would be fatal, but not so high that the parachute has time to properly open. And we define that as somewhere about 2,000 feet.
But it's not just the launch that has the team worried. On descent, the strong winds could seriously jeopardize Alan's ability to safely reach the landing zone.
One thing we have to be real careful of, it gets real nasty right here. There's a sharp ridge.
This use pedal is better.
Times and it gets real nasty.
I get all the pedals on here, but I got another pedal I gotta get on here too.
Great, thank you guys very much.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Just like at Coolidge, before the near-disastrous skydive test, these ominous signs have the flight crew on edge.
I'm not normally all that anxious of a person, but that was the one time that there was definitely some anxiety there.
This has got to be safe. Everything we do has to be about safety in this project, or we're not going to do it. And we both could walk away. That was the deal we made with Alan, actually, is that if we felt at any time this was unsafe, we could walk away. And him also.
While the team preps the balloon on the tarmac, Alan begins his pre-breathing regimen. During a pre-breathe procedure, Alan will spend up to 4 hours inhaling nothing but pure oxygen. This is a measure used to prevent decompression sickness.
Decompression sickness.
This is a condition
Bars.
caused by changes in barometric pressure, which causes nitrogen bubbles
And
to flow in the
bars.
bloodstream.
Definitely
and
bars.
to the rest of the body. The condition can be debilitating and is oftentimes fatal.
Fatal with bars.
Oxygen from the pre-breathe will flush out all the nitrogen from Alan's blood and prevent the bubbles from forming during his supersonic descent.
That's the main thing, because then it would be bars.
As Alan suits up, the team
This pedal board is
catches a
crazy,
break.
yo.
The weather begins to clear, giving them a firm window to launch.
This pedal board is out of order right now.
And I thought we were just,
You know what I'm saying?
totally on our way.
Totally out this
The
pedal
team
board.
continues to prepare the balloon to be filled on the flight line.
Hey, what's going on out there?
Somebody done caught fire. The dude done caught fire, dog.
The team races to put out the fire, but it's too little, too late for the fragile balloon.
Balloon on fire. I got a feeling he's not going to do this. I got a feeling this joint is not going down.
The engineers on scene quickly identified the culprit. The fire was caused by the fuse mechanism meant to bring the balloon down after Alan releases from it in space. Ironically, the device meant to save people's lives could have cost Alan his. Clearly, something went terribly wrong.
The exact same thing goes through everybody's head, which is, why did that fuse go then? What is screwed up, and can that screw up during flight or close to the ground? It is a scary thing. You can't help but think about why did that happen, and is there a chance it's going to happen at the wrong time?
There's a chance that y'all should just
It's a
stop
costly and demoralizing error.
playing around.
It was just one of those things that you saw it happen and you knew what that meant. That you were going to have to abort the mission at that point.
The team has no choice but to cancel the launch for the day.
Abort.
I think we're going to debrief, and then we'll see what everybody feels about the weather, and we'll see if there's an opportunity tomorrow or not.
No, abort. Bars abort.
We were still, changing things right up to the last minute. And really the cause of the fire on the line was that there was development we were doing right up to that day. And, things were changing and we didn't get a software line right. And it sort of shows you one bit can make a huge difference.
With Alan's life on the line, there's no margin for error. But it's easy to make mistakes when you're physically and mentally exhausted.
Everyone who dealt with the software issue is 10 to 100 times smart enough to not mess this up. But when you're in this, I've been up for a while, I'm in this ops mode, that's the kind of degradation that occurred.
For the team, the fire is a grim reminder of just how dangerous this project is. But for Alan, it's a chance to reflect on all the things he's leaving behind on his trip to the stars.
I think what happened is it kind of brought into focus that this was really real. And I think, there's a huge amount of anxiety about, this is really frightening. And this is big risk. And you've chosen to really endanger yourself. And more importantly, if things don't go well, you are changing all of our lives.
Yeah, thinking about the possibility of death is something that you have to let into your mind for a program like this. And as engineers, we have to objectify that thing. And we use terms like single fault tolerant to loss of life, which is, you're in a nerdy way talking about someone dying.
It's not just an issue for crew morale. This costly mistake will set the project back hundreds of thousands of dollars and delay the
That we
launch
paying.
until the next clear
We probably
weather
paying
window.
$100,000.
It could be days or months.
So people have asked me if Alan's in the middle of a midlife crisis. And my response to them is, this has been going on for years. The bad news is he's choosing to go out and...
He been wanting to do this.
He's basically...
He been wanting to do this.
I think the hard part
You feel me?
to handle is
He's been
you've
wanting to do
chosen a
this.
path that, might not balance the total...
That's Ebonics. He been wanting to do this.
This whole project, it was
Long
incredibly
time ago.
risky, right? There was a lot of danger involved. The team worked incredibly hard to make it as safe as humanly possible, but it was still incredibly risky. There's a guy who's going to be falling from the sky at over 800 miles an hour, and you got to know you got to land him safely on the ground. It became incredibly real and personal when Alan is saying, okay, I've arranged for this airplane. If anything goes wrong, the airplane's going to go and get Kathy and bring her out. I'm like, oh, God, please make it so I don't have to call this plane. Just...
I think my man wife mad at him. He was trying to do something to make it up to her.
Not knowing when the next weather window will arrive.
I want to die.
The team stays
I'd die for you, baby. I would die for you. Yeah. If you just like me again, I would die for you. I jump out of the doggone balloon in the middle of the night. And I would. Now I gotta be in the bed in a half hour.
Somebody else does all the work. There was a lot to be on the moon.
Sit here flipping dog.
Couldn't tell me. I was so.
You know they don't say no prayers or
That's
nothing.
all I worried about. Was what I was doing.
They don't say no prayers or nothing because scientists don't believe in. They don't believe in Heavenly Father.
Kathy and the kids will not be in attendance.
Kids will not be in attendance just in case he dead.
Alan's well suited to carry out the mission for a bunch of reasons, but I think the foremost of them are, he's an engineer's engineer. He gets the engineering. You can talk with Alan about what's going on. He's incredibly patient and forgiving. We all made lots of mistakes along the way, and Alan took them all in great stride. We even burned up a balloon once, and Alan was fabulous about it.
We really wanted this project to be under the radar because, it forces you to do weird things sometimes if people are watching you. And I didn't want to have the team to be having to deal with the world watching them while they were doing these incredibly dangerous maneuvers, while they were really having to concentrate at every moment of what they were doing.
Oh, she's the boss chick.
Like Lindbergh, quietly.
She's the boss joint.
He put together
Oh.
St. Louis and
I wonder why she was talking so much.
Flight across the North Atlantic. I sort of see Alan as the same kind of guy, quietly building this team of hardcore, right stuff engineers, and I really admire Alan.
Make sure to turn on those FAI things.
After a few days of waiting out some rough winds in the desert, the team finally gets the weather report they've been waiting for.
Don said that if we don't launch today, it won't be the weather's fault.
All the checks you've done so far have looked good. Alan's pre-breathing. He's going to be done in about 20 minutes.
And what music have you chosen for pre-breathing today?
I think he's just shuffling Simon and Garfunkel.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. Within the sound of silence.
Seriously, Simon and Garfunkel, cuz. That's the last music you want to hear before you dead. It's Simon and Garfunkel. Simon and Garfunkel, well, it does have funk in it. All right, you can listen to that. He listened to that Simon and Garfunkel because they funky bars. Back to the movie. Or the documentary. I like documentaries, y'all. That's why I watch. That's why I'm so smart. Because I watch documentaries, man.
I think we're in.
Well, I'm not really smart, but I just watch documentaries.
First fundamentally new
Bars.
Almost 30 years. I think it really looks like that it's not too far away that we're going to be venturing again out into deep space.
Yeah, man.
Oh my God, it's insane.
She trippy, man. I think she wants something to happen. Something about her, man. I didn't want her around me. Y'all get from around me, man. You always lip lapping on the flip flap. For the drama queen, man. Sit down somewhere. Go and get one of them. Go get one of them round cards from a boxing match and just walk around putting up round 1, round 2, round 3. Do that. Do that. If you're gonna be positive. All right, homie, you get ready to do something stupid right now. So I know you ain't saying nothing about saying prayers or nothing. So yeah, since you're not a praying guy, good luck. Oh, he going up now. Too late now, baby. It's like getting on a roller coaster. You know how you get on a roller coaster like, oh man, I don't know, I should have gotten this joint. Well, it's the year. That's what he's on right now. Roller coaster ride. Roller coaster ride. Roller coaster ride. Roller coaster ride with me. Yeah. Roller coaster ride. Roller coaster ride. Am I singing that? Really? That's what I'm singing of? Really? You hope to see him in a few. You hope to see him in a few. He might be dead. Dead as a doornail. Yo, see what man? Yo, my bad, man. My bad, man. We tried, man. My bad. I deal with that, dog.
Now passing through 2,000 feet.
Talk about your bad, dog. It's cold as a mug out there. I thought it was global warming. What happened to global warming? It's pretty cold up there. It ain't global warming up there, obviously. Y'all know I talk crap, man. I'm trying to keep it real. Global warming.
You are now passing through 131,000 feet.
131,000, baby. You should play that number.
Yeah.
His wife needs to play that number. Pay 139,000. That's a good number to play. Boris. I know y'all better stop laughing. This ain't funny.
As Alan calmly floats past the point where Felix Baumgartner leapt from, he takes in a view no man has ever seen before.
One small idiot for mankind. One small man for idiot. Being crazy. Crazy nonsense.
135,000 feet. Just to let you know,
I messed this up.
From the ferry for
Yeah, go down, mess this up.
Our intent is to drop you when we get to float. This is flight. We're going to go ahead and do a release now.
Release him, baby.
And then, of course, when you get
Time to release the beast. Come on. Wow. That's from
oh, please.
Release the Beast is the song from a band up here called Breakwater. Time to release the beast. Get up. Wow. Time to release the beast. Get up. Wow. Everybody get up. Y'all remember that song? Time to release the beast. Get up. Wow. Everybody get up.
The
Wow.
inability to release Alan from the
Man, y'all ain't remember the
is a
song,
big
man.
deal. There's
But y'all cats was cool. Y'all ain't remember the track.
On my mark. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh! He's crazier than a freaking. He's crazier than hippopotamus draws. That's it. That's it. Hippopotamus draws. I did. Ow. Man, it's higher than a plane. That fool up there higher than a plane, this crazy self. It's time to release the beast. Time to release the beast. Get up on him.
31,000 feet, 30,000 feet dropping. 0,000 feet. We lost the data.
This one making past 50 feet.
Not being a kind of big.
better find that parachutist, but gonna be dead as a doornail. I know that right doggone now. I know that. Y'all know that too. Man, I got this all out and out and out.
Flare, 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 keep flaring, flare, flare, flare.
He actually did that crap with his crazy self. Crazy than a bucket, crazy than a bag of buckets. Yeah, I did this all wrong, man. I think I'm working the wrong way.
Big success. Everything worked perfectly.
I very often get asked, why do you have humans? Why do you even design human spacecraft? Robots can do it all. And I usually ask them, so name me the first robot to land on the moon, and what country was it from, and nobody can answer it. I think StratX reinvigorated the country and maybe the world to some degree on, yeah, these type of cool things can be done.
I'd say it was one of the most, probably the most incredible experience of my life so far. And I've never worked with a more amazing group of people and created something that is such an amazing celebration of what people are capable of.
It was super, super awesome. Really cool.
So the first thing I might do after he comes back from the jump is I might slug him. Google executive survives stratospheric jump attempt, but is in critical condition because wife ran out and decked him on the tarmac.
Okay, hey, my sister's here. Yeah, Bono.
Oh, I'm so happy.
It was right up there. It was amazing. It was really nice. It was beautiful. It had the darkness. You know, basically, you could see the darkness of the space. You could see the atmosphere. How you feeling? Good. I feel a little tired, but given all the hard work that we've done this whole team has done for an incredible amount of time, you know, to finally reach it, it's really special. So thank you all. Yay.
Besides breaking the record for highest altitude jump and total freefall distance, the StratX team also pioneered several major technological innovations. The first of its kind suit Alan wore is headed to the Smithsonian Aerospace Museum, where it will be studied and adapted for future atmospheric exploration. And the unique drogue dual parachute system used to keep Alan from spinning is being looked at closely as a safety mechanism for high-altitude space tourism, as well as military applications. What started out as a
I'm not touring in no space, fool.
Ended up beginning a new era.
I don't even fly.
Exploration.
So I know I ain't going to space.
Record-breaking trip to the stars.
I'm sorry.
For the most unlikely of explorers.
I ain't going.
This is Sports Center. Google executive Alan Stacy way up higher than
I don't even fly, so I ain't going to space. Bye, boy.
135,000 feet. Broke the sound barrier. This guy's nuts.
Gotta give it to him that he did it though. He ain't sissy out like some people I know. Yo, man, I ain't doing that, man. No, I'm not doing that. No, he ain't sissy out. Ah, my back. Sit down too doggone long. Glad I got one of these long cables. Cause I ain't have one of these long cables. What'd it say? Heads up, we detected copyright. Your stream will get out of here. My bad. Doggone it. These Google people, they are good. They are good. I'm just trying to show people something nice. No. Nope. Not gonna have it, buddy. You are officially un-Googled. Alright, man, well, I'll holler at y'all later. I'm still working on this cable thing anyway. You know what I mean? Little big babies at Google. They just mad because I said he was stealing money. You know what I mean? They're just mad. YouTube part of Google, same thing. They all the same thing. They all the same. You know what I mean? YouTube, Google, YouTube. Google, man, need to be cool with me, man. As much freaking money I be making them. Doing what, I don't know, but I feel like I'm making them some money. Doing something. But I'm probably not. Yeah. I'm probably not doing them any favors. They probably want me off of freaking what you call it? Look, dog, we just tired of you, man. We tired of you, dog. We don't want you on YouTube anymore, dog. That's what they're probably saying. You know, in the secret offices. I just gotta move this up a little bit. All right, y'all. Well, that's it. I tried to share something with y'all, man, but you know, YouTube is worried about Google instead of worrying about us being educated. They ain't trying to let us be smart about nothing. They want us to be dumb. YouTube just wants us to be dumb. Looking at the Grammys, looking at the freaking devil worshipping at the Grammys. That's what they want. They've been happy if I show some Grammy stuff. Oh yeah, you can show the Grammy stuff. Yeah, just show me that. I mean, satanic Grammy. Yeah, I said it. That's right. I said it because I ain't go. That's right. That's right. I ain't make it to the Grammys. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just can't make it to the Grammys. I'm gonna win the Grammy. I'm gonna win it, but I'm not gonna be worshiping Satan when I win, though. Can't be doing it, dog. Can't be worshiping Satan in his music business. Oh, the rest of some cats doing that, but not me. Can't do it, dog. I'm too cool for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm too cool to be worshiping Satan for a Grammy. I can't do it. All right, y'all, I'm going to show y'all what I've done so far. And then y'all go to bed. Take it behind the bed. Go get some sleep. Can't believe y'all up flip-flapping with me anyway. Like y'all ain't got nowhere to go in the morning. Take it behind the bed. Go to bed. Go to sleep. Sit down somewhere. That's what you tell the kids. Go sit down somewhere. I'm telling y'all, go to sleep somewhere. Hold on. Trying to get this last bit of this joint. I almost got it kind of decent. Almost kind of got it kind of decent looking. I want y'all to see it before you go to bed. So don't go to bed yet. I want y'all to see what my pedal look like. I want y'all to see what my pedal board look like. Yeah. Woohoo! That's a pedal board for your drawers right there. That's a pedal board for your drawers I just put together. You know what I'm saying? Holla at your boy. Your boy to put a pedal board together for your drawers. You know what I mean? Not just for your drawers, dog. for your straight drawl sack. All right? And ladies, for your panties. I mean, look, I gotta call it like I see it, man. I can't even mess around with y'all. Y'all want me to be politically correct. I can't do that. There's no politically correct in me. I ain't got a bit of sense. You should know that by now. You've been following me for I don't know how long, for I don't know what reason. And I'm crazy. I'm crazy in the sack, in the brain sack. Are y'all ready? Y'all ready to see my boy now? La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. I should have put this one other pedal in here because I ain't gonna have no room. You know what I mean? I hate to leave it out. My man Alan turned me onto this pedal. You know what I mean? So I would have to do this. Hopefully it reach. It would have to reach. Let me see. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Yeah, it did reach. It looks sloppy though, but that's all right. We're gonna see if this works. But then I gotta go out into that pedal right there. That's gonna be jacked up. I don't know if this is gonna work. This might not work. Hold on, let me see something. Hold on, let me see something. Y'all know how y'all said, hold on, let me see something. You know what I mean? Hold on, let me see something. See if I can do it like this. Hold on, let me see something. You know what I mean? All right, y'all. It's supposed to snow here in Philly tomorrow. You know how it is. Sometimes it's got to snow in Philly. It never snows in sunny Philly. Doom, doom. It never rains in southern Philly. You know why? Because of global warming, fool. That's why. They're trying to dry us out, man. They're going to give us some snow, though. They give us some snow because they heard I'm going to dime them out. It's like their freaking ride's going to dime us out, man. We don't give them some snow, dog. So shoot him some snow real quick, man, so he'll stop acting like a little baby. Dog, I ain't acting like no baby, man. I'm just trying to say. Y'all got to give us some freaking snow or something. Bars. I got to hope this cable reaches. Here's a critical test. Will this cable reach all the way over here? Bada ding, bada boom, bars. It does. Holla at your boy. Mission accomplished. Is it cold in Texas? I know that's right. It can't be that cold, though. Y'all cats, man. All right, so this goes into here. Comes out, goes into here. This comes out into here. Out of here 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 into here. And all the way back over to these. Out of here into here. 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 Out of here all the way up to here. Out of here into here. Bam! Y'all want to see my pedal board now? All right. Woohoo! Well, I got to neaten it up underneath. It's got wires all over the place. So you got to like neaten it up. You got to get like them twisty leads. Are y'all ready? Here we go. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. That's right. I was working. Y'all thought I was just sitting here flapping around. Man, I was working my behind all trying to get this pedal board done. Shoot. That must be crazy, man. La 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 la. I finally done this pedal board. Now sit your behind down somewhere, Rod, and stop buying freaking pedals. I know, right? I know. You ain't got to tell me. Y'all ain't got to tell me that. And don't be raising your voice at me either when you're telling me. Why you ain't buying pedals, man? You need to be buying fragrances, dog. You need to be buying fragrances. No, I don't. I can't buy no fragrances because until that near gets my doggone chocolate shop in 50 mil, I ain't buying nothing. I want my chocolate shop in 50 mil. He should have had it already. I understand. Man, I used to get props, man. I used to get real props in perfumology, man. Yeah, this trying to make me treat like I ain't down. They don't want me no more, man. You know I gotta have a chocolate shop. I think they treat me like that. You know what I mean? You know, man, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You be real tight, man. We used to have good. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Now all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? All right. So I kind of almost got it. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty neat underneath. All right, you want to see it again? I hope the pedals don't fall off. The thing weighs a ton. Whoa! There's 4 other people here. Nobody's saying up but you. Ain't nobody saying up but you, JD. That's it. It's my pedal board. No. I need one more pedal here. I don't want anything blank. Throw a pedal up in there. Man, find a... Oh. I do have a pedal I can throw up here. Actually, I don't. Because I sold most of my pedals. So how many pedals do we have on this freaking fracking pedal board? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14. I had to make sure 113. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Now we'll put the talk box on here. The talk box gotta be like that. And yeah. I don't know. The talk box gotta be on here though, man, because if I'm out performing, dog, I might need to. You know, I gotta be able to talk. I might want to turn that pedal. So let's see. I think I can do it because the cables are XLR cables. So they gotta have space to come out. I think I can do it. Let's put it on here. We'll put it on top of here. That's dumb. We'll put it here. That'll be all the pedals right there, except for my big boy pedal, which is the Moog pedal. And that can stay like, you know, outside the box. We don't need that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, JD? You know how I do. You know. JD understands, man, because he got a pedal board too. You know what I mean? JD got a couple pedal boards. You know, he don't tell me about it. I know he got some pedal boards, dog. I know you got a couple pedal boards, dog. I know how you roll, dog. You be rocking them pedal boards, dog, behind my back. You want me to know. So you be asking questions. Like, yeah, man, so, yeah, because yeah, dog, yeah, because you got some pedal boards. You wish. Nah, man, you don't wish you had no pedal boards, man. You might think you wish you had pedal boards, but you don't think you would have. This is a pain in the behind, man. I mean, there's a lot of guys who do this. If you look up pedal boards on YouTube, since I'm almost temporarily blocked, that's where I get all my information from. It's on YouTube about pedal boards and stuff like that. Because like I said, I wasn't in the pedal boards, man. I had like 3 pedals. That's all I had. And then, oh man, that's not gonna work because it's not gonna work. I don't think it's gonna work. I forgot that. You know what? They ain't gonna work because it's gotta stay separate. Because the cable, not unless I cable in, but I don't want to cable in right there. But I would have to. I'd have to go out and to the end. Hold on, let me see. Let me see if it possibly can work. Let's see if it possibly can work. Out, get up here. Right? To the end. Put it back down there. And the other cable, which I have, you can't have enough of these, man. You gotta have them. If you don't have them, you might as well just go on home and shut up. I mean, just shut your face. If you don't have enough cables, just shut your face and shut up. Hold on, y'all. Oh man, see, it's not sticking. The thing's not sticking right because it's sticking too good. Hold on, y'all. I'm see if it works. Because I ain't gonna put and now I gotta put the power connections on here. So I did right now. This is all the audio. I still gotta put the power connections on this joint. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be crazy. That's gonna be crazy, yo. That's gonna be crazy, yo. Hold tight. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Let's see. Now lift that up again. Let's see if we can go in here. Almost. Let's see. Swivel that over. Let's see. There we go. We got it. And we made it. All right. So now we got the talk pedal in here too. And yes. I mean, I can move this one down just a little bit. Just a smidge back. Don't move down too much. But you don't want to hit the other thing. All right. All right, just added another pedal to the pedal board. So now the pedal board weighs 3,000 pounds. And now we got the talk pedal in here, which I really don't like the way it's sitting up there, sitting stupid. All right, so now here's the board. Woo! It was 12 o'clock on the nose. I got done at 12 o'clock on the nose, but I'm not done. I still got to wire up the wires. I still got to put the electric on this thing. This is one of the electric units, and then I got another electric unit that I'll plug in here, and that'll take care of the rest. That's it. So the only pedal I got left is the Moog pedal and the wah-wah pedal. And those pedals I can put on the side. And the Moog pedal, really, I wouldn't use that much anyway. This is the Moog pedal. It's really just for the studio. I just use this pedal for the studio. I don't even taking this out on no gigs or nothing. Because it's really a studio pedal. And the wah-wah, now the wah-wah, I can still take this out and put this on the side. I'll have this in the bag, throw that on the side. Bada bing, this is my wah-wah pedal. I can only just throw that on the floor right next to the rest of them like that. And wah-wah myself so I can't wah-wah no more. You know what I'm saying? They can only just sit on the side. But it's going to save so much space in the studio now because I had 2 boards trying to accommodate all these pedals. And now, bada bing. All right, so, hey, man, I'm out. I'm out, man. I got to get up in the morning and take this car to the freaking, you know what I mean, man. I got to go make me some oatmeal. I got a lot of stuff I got to do, man. I don't know what y'all doing, but I do. All right. Hey, look here, man. It was lovely having y'all around. Always, as always, man, y'all some cool people. I appreciate you. It's the cable for that. I appreciate you. And now, I got to cut off the joint because I want to watch some more, TV. You never know. They might get mad because, they just like getting mad. Cats, man. All right, whatever. All right, I'm out. Talk to y'all later. Have a great night. Talk to you.